Hello, and we're just coming into the weekend, and you're probably thinking, how am I going to get through another weekend and another week? And I've got so many things I need to do, and I can't organize myself because we are going through some strange times. What a strange year it's been. Many, many challenges, many uncertainties and insecurities. But also, what I've noticed in my work is I've probably been busier than I've ever been in my life. By having to try and help young and older people who have been really affected by their security and routine being taken away from them. The fact that they're not sure how to plan for the next weeks ahead for Christmas, when they're going to be able to next meet their family and their friends. It's a strange energy and atmosphere around our homes, villages, and towns. When I look out of my window, normally there were always children playing on bicycles and scooters and running after each other. Now they're just not there, or if they're there, they're just going to the shop and back again. It's like there's something different about the energy. So it has triggered a lot of fears and anxieties for many that just didn't know they were there. Because if you're not quite sure what's happening, if you feel that your control has been taken away from you, then it immediately brings up our deepest fears of vulnerability, of being kind of lost, confused, unsettled, and uncertain. And the one thing we can do to override that and to bypass it and to deal with it is to find within you your inner strength, that courage and strength you've had to deal with things in life before. And now I've pulled a few cards today from Psychic Tarot deck. I'm not a tarot reader, but I do quite like these cards. I've had them for a while. And the first card I picked up was this card here, the Power card. Now, it's a good idea if you've got some cards at home, even if they're angel cards, if you just want a little bit of inspiration, just hold the cards in your hand, give them a little shuffle, and just quieten your mind and make that intention of asking for the right card to be pulled out for you on that day, and then just randomly pull a card out and see what it says. Many card decks come with a little book, and the book will often have the description and information about that card. But however, you don't take the cards literally. It's purely an inspirational thing. It's sometimes a way that our guardian angels can get a message to us. If you don't have cards and you want some inspiration, maybe you might have a bookshelf full of books or a bookcase full of books. And what you can do is just stand in front of those books and again ask that question to be guided to the book that has some inspiration for you. And just let your eyes go from side to side and up and down until you're drawn to a particular book. It may be a really bright cover, or the color may stand out to you and you're just drawn to it. You pull the book out and just hold the book in your hand and ask again, create your intention very clearly. I just want some inspiration for today. And then you could open that book and just see what is on that page. You don't have to read the whole page, maybe just 2 lines, maybe a paragraph, but it will be relevant to your situation. And it's another way that your guides, guardian angels, can connect with you. Now, the Power card, which I pulled out today, is a fascinating card because what it talks about in this card is about not the power of the physical body, it's about power of the emotions, power of your spiritual strength that you have within you. We have power in different ways. The smallest, frailest person could have the incredible mental strength and spiritual power. So it's a spiritual power, spiritual energy, which we're connecting to within ourselves. You all have that. We all have that. And we'll find that when everything around us seems empty or confusing, or there's a lot of noise, what we do is find that inner power within yourself. And you can do that through yoga, through meditation, through listening to music, playing music, doing some artwork, walking the dog. Maybe that's a time when you find that there is a connection to this inspiration, which is you connecting to being in spirit, being inspired and being in spirit. But also it's a way which you find that you can detach yourself from all the noise outside and go to this quietness which is within here and find a reassurance, a wisdom, a resource deep within you where you know that your experience says that whatever life has thrown at you, there's always been something that has taken you through it and got you to where you are now. Sometimes you can hardly remember how that happened. All you know is that the time when you asked for help or when you needed help, something, someone just came and just lifted you. Also, a really good way of being able to help that to manifest is to think about being a service to others. Maybe you can show some kindness to someone that you, because we can get lost in our own thoughts and our own worries. But what about just thinking about someone else who maybe is struggling, maybe a phone call to them, maybe a little email or a text or message just to say, I'm thinking of you, and I hope that you're well, and I hope you're keeping safe. And that's it. And do it without any attachment to the outcome. What I mean by that is don't get annoyed if you don't get a response. It doesn't mean they don't like you. Sometimes it's just nice to better send it and just let it go, because what you'll find by letting that energy out, it will also mean that some energy comes back to you. Often it comes back tenfold. So it is a really nice way to feel that you can just let your thoughts be going out to someone else. If you don't have the facility to do that, then why not have a little book in which you can write down the names of a few people you know maybe having a hard time, and maybe have a time in your day when you can light a candle, hold the book in your hands, and just say a few thoughts in your mind, like a little prayer, to send some light of that candle towards those whose names are in the book. It can be a country, in the Philippines, where they had all the storms and people lost their homes. It could be closer to home, to someone you've heard of who's having a hard time at the moment. And then just let it go. You're just handing over to that great universal wisdom and healing energy which is out there. And we're just setting that intention. And then we let go of the outcome. And again, what it does is brings balance. It also means in that time of healing for others, you receive healing for yourselves. So I want you over this weekend to think of this card and think of the power you have within yourself, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. And to know that however painful you may be finding it, within you, there is an inner strength, and there's a strength outside of you as well. So remember to ask for it, ask for guidance, ask for help. And may you have a wonderful, peaceful weekend. Thank you.